Hey out there survivors, and hope you're all doing really well. So sorry for the lack of content over the last while. I'm here today to kind of give you a bit of an update to explain why that's been. So before the coronavirus pandemic hit back in March of 2020, I was a filmmaker. I had just released my second feature film, The Perished, and I was on track to releasing my third feature film, In Memoriam, which actually premiered on Twitch in April of this year. Due to the pandemic, I couldn't work on film stuff. I obviously was working away on certain things in the background, but I couldn't work like actively on shoots and set and things like that. So I really took to YouTube and Twitch as something to help me grow and learn and expand things about, editing and things like that while I was unable to work. But I always knew that the day would come where things open back up again and I was going to be kind of back working on film stuff again. So anyone that has seen it over on Twitch the last month, I'm working on a new movie called Lulu and the Electric Dreamboat. I'm the co-writer, co-director, co-producer alongside my incredible, insanely talented friend Mikey Casey, who came up with the whole concept for the film. Absolutely love Mikey, and he is so damn talented. So I'm super excited to be working with him on Lulu and the Electric Dreamboat, which we are shooting in November of 2021, which is wild. Anyone that's ever been like tangentially attached to any kind of production knows how much work goes into any film production. So over the last month we actually ran a Kickstarter, and that was even more work than I'm used to with a production, because just that daily act of checking what percentage we were at and just constantly messaging people and trying to get people on board was honestly so exhausting, so tiring for both me and Mikey and everybody else attached to the project, really. But in the end, we got over our budget. We raised 106%, and we're making Lulu in November. We've got amazing cast involved. We've got Steve J. Palmer from Red Dead 1 and Red Dead 2. He actually has an interview right here on the channel that you can go check out. We have Frances Healy, who's in the Magdalene Sisters, Maeve McGrath, who was in Brooklyn, Owen Colgan from the Hardy Bucks. We have Mikey, and Mikey Casey is playing the lead Mark, and Sinead Morrissey is playing the lead Lulu. Paul Fitzgerald, who worked on The Perished. We have Samantha Elliott Brody, who we've worked with in the past and has been in a bunch of cool stuff like Slasher House 2. So very, very excited to get moving with Lulu. But obviously that means that the YouTube content has taken a bit of a hit for the last while. I knew this was happening, but I hadn't really taken it all in. I've been trying to work away on edits and stuff in the background, but it's been really, really difficult. But then my daughter, Piper, said, "I really miss you doing YouTube," the other day, and reminded me that I miss doing YouTube. I miss recording content for here. I have a lot of recorded content backed up all the way from like April of 2021. Interviews with people like Sour Patch Gramps, Brian Gomez, who worked on Silent Hill Downpour, Keane O'Brien, who did an amazing episode of The Hidden Gems with me. And I'm hoping to get all those out very soon, but I also want to get back to Let's Plays. Like, I really, really want to get back to... I love streaming on Twitch. It's one of my favorite things. I really, really do. But I want to get back to the kind of... There's a lot of freedom and fun that comes with Let's Plays on YouTube. So I'm super excited to announce that we will be doing a Layers of Fear 2 Let's Play series here on the channel. This is kind of in honor of the fact that the first game that I played on YouTube was Layers of Fear. And I'm also playing Bloober Team's Blair Witch game over on Twitch at the moment, and I'm really enjoying that. So I want to kind of go back to the world of Layers of Fear, and I've heard mixed things about the second game, but I want to go back and have that feeling of, playing a Let's Play series here on YouTube again. I really, really do miss it. I also want to get back into interviews. I have a couple of people waiting to speak to, developers of some of my favorite games, incredible voice actors and talents that you've gotten used to here. And so there's still some outlaws left to get, so we got to get back to chasing the outlaws. But yeah, I wanted to mainly kind of say to you all, like, thank you so much. Right, this channel has continued to grow even when I haven't been posting stuff regularly, and that blows me away. But a friend of mine, BazNaddaGamer, who you can check out on Twitch, his links are in the description, constantly reminds me that there is a huge, overwhelming amount of content on this channel already, and that's because last year there was like 3 to 4 months where I literally released a video a day, which was not necessarily good or conducive to my mental health, but it did create a situation where I did have a lot of content available for you guys. But I'm just trying to figure out the best way of moving forward. Let me know actually what type of things you would like to see here. I want to get back to doing retrospectives. Do you want to see me doing dissections, breakdowns of games? Like, for example, I was playing Blue Stinger on stream, and it's just a game that you could absolutely get into the nitty-gritty and trying to understand. Yeah, let me know what type of stuff, more interviews, Would you like to see some of the production stuff about Lulu? Because again, while this is you know, a gaming channel, I'm all about trying to work more stuff, more interesting content into this. And one thing we are planning on doing is when we have Steve J. Palmer from Red Dead here, we are planning on taking him to a bunch of like Irish attractions like castles and Cranogs, and maybe I'd love to get him to Lep Castle in Offaly, which is a haunted castle. And so I feel like we could do a Let's Survive IRL if we did that, which could be very, very entertaining. And there's just a lot of, I remind myself that there's a lot of interesting opportunities with the channel that I'm maybe not exploiting at the moment. And that's partially just down to the fact that I have so much on. But what I will say, and I need to go back and reiterate this again, thank you all so much from the bottom of my little Paddy heart. This is all because of you guys. It started with YouTube, it moved to Twitch, but honestly, it would never... The growth of everything to do with Let's Survive Paddy Plays has been because of you. And every time that I put a new video live, or I just log in and check and I see that there's new subscribers, it honestly makes me so happy. And I really, really want to do right by you guys and keep delivering you all fantastic content here on the channel. So please bear with me as we go through this very difficult and very intense transitionary period back into semi-normality. And yeah, thank you all so much. I don't deserve you. I really don't. See you in the next vid, which will hopefully be a hell of a lot sooner than it was between this one and the last one. And as per always, guys, I'll finish out by saying what I always say, which is let's survive together and peace out. Appreciate you all so much.